Miss March, another letter has arrived for you. Miss March!
Mrs. Kirk, the manuscript is on the kitchen table. Thank you, Professor. Christopher Columbus, another publisher. Another rejection?
I have no idea. I do not read your letters, but they keep arriving and I keep on bringing them to you.
And I keep hoping.
We all keep hoping for your success, Miss March. The entire boarding house keeps hoping. You have us all on edge.
My dear Miss March, I've read your story. Well, he's read it. Unfortunately, I found your tale tasteless and vulgar, not at all suitable for my readers. My advice to you...
My advice to you is to return home and have babies. That is what women are made for. Sincerely, F. Putnam.
22.
22?
22 rejections since I've been in New York. They all say the same thing. Go home, give up.
F. Putnam is an idiot. His words are stupid.
F. Putnam is one of the most powerful publishers in the city.
You cannot lose faith, Miss March. Someone will like your stories. I am certain of it.
Professor Bear, is it possible I could read my story to you? I would so respect your opinion.
Yes, of course.
Actually, it's one of my best. It's a mean and stormy night. The moors are bleak and bloody. Thunderclaps. Once, a fair courser, clothed in disarray, races across the wild coastal heath. Now she stops. Now she runs. Will she escape? Will she be caught? With bold determination, the villainous aristocrat, Braxton Prendergast, lurches for her. There's no escape. She's but a child, and yet she turns to fight with eyes ablaze. This noble girl meets his gaze unafraid. She will not be defied. Keep away from me, you wretch!
I cannot keep away. Your beauty draws me. Your passion ignites me. I've got to hold you.
I'm fire.
Got to have you.
Let me fire.
Come close.
Don't come so close.
Close.
Don't come so close.
So close to me. I'll have her and a mother too.
And at that moment, Rodrigo appears in magnificent splendor.
Unhand that woman, villain!
Who are you?
I am your destiny, your bitterest foe. You stole what was rightly mine 10 long years ago. You left me cold, alone and forgotten. Now I'm back to settle the score.
Miss March, tell me, what is it you're writing here?
Blood and gut stuff. It's all the rage. The magazines and periodicals are full of it.
Violence and seduction on every page.
Read Shakespeare. Read history. Read the newspaper.
It is getting late. Perhaps it is best we pursue this some other time.
No. I want to know what you think, Professor.
Blood and gut stuff? What is it you think the world wants to hear? Miss March, if I've noticed nothing else about you, it is that you're unique. Something you should try not forget. I think you could do better.
Better? And who are you anyway? Some aging German professor close to 50?
I am 34.
34, really? Well, you look a lot older.
I worry a lot.
And just what do you have to worry about?
How to avoid a conversation such as this. Now I will go to dinner. Miss March, since you arrived 6 weeks now, is it? You shout, you rant, you upset the whole order of this boarding house. I am a serene and peaceful man.
You're aloof. You're arrogant.
Arrogant? Miss March, I spoke my mind as you spoke yours. Obviously, it is not appreciated on either side.
Obviously. My stories were a great success in Concord. Better than what? Better than this dazzling plot. Better. This story will be my King Lear. His phrase is better. than him. Better, even my smallest whim is better. How can he miss what's so clear? How can I do better than what's already here? How can what he said to me be true? If I don't succeed, what will I do? Turn around, go back to Concord, leave New York behind unconquered. No, how dare he make me doubt the way I feel, doubt that each thrilling page is who I am. Aren't these words alive with passion, vivid as my attic, where it all began? Joe, the girls at school were horrible to me. Charlotte then said my dress was ragged and my nose was flat.
Joe, I hate being a governess. I should be meeting eligible young men.
It's going to be a dismal Christmas. What with Father away and no money for presents?
Meg, Amy, Joe has a surprise for us.
Or was I better when I was home? Listen, everyone, I have risen to the occasion this year and written us an operatic tragedy.
And we're going to perform it for Christmas.
No, I can't. Not my flat nose.
Joe, do you really think we should? What with this awful war?
When have we let anything defeat us? Years from now, people will talk about us. One Christmas Eve, 4 penniless and ragged sisters put on an operatic tragedy for all of Concord. All of Concord? Filled with blood and guts, 2 massacres, a masked ball, and several heart-wrenching scenes. We'll dim the lights, the crowd will hush. We'll start the overture and Beth will surely blush. And when Clarissa starts to plead, Christmas will exceed our finest dreams.
Joe, do I die again in this one?
Yes. Meg, you will die like none before. The world will shatter when your body hits the floor. And when Rodrigo makes you bleed, Christmas will exceed our finest dreams. Now, Amy as Clarissa, only passion is permissible. This tragedy depends upon the fire in your eyes. And Beth, when you're the mother, you'll be noble, you'll be pure. All hearts will melt the moment Mother cries. Let us begin.
Aha!
Oh!
Mother, dear mother, do not cry. No. Expression, Amy. From the heart. Mother. No, dear mother, do not cry. Mother. Oh, no, dear. Ugh. Joe, I am teased and ridiculed at school, and all that concerns you is your silly little tragedy. I know you're tired. I know it's hard. We will triumph when Rodrigo yells on God.
Touché!
Success is guaranteed. Christmas will be thrilling. Christmas will be gory. Christmas will exceed our finest dreams.
Joe!
I have made an important decision today. As you all know, I've been writing stories forever with much satisfaction, and people seem to like what I write.
You love it, Joe.
Absolutely! So, I've decided I'm going to become a world-renowned writer. I shall write great books, and I will earn barrels of money and give you all everything you've ever dreamed of.
Joe can do anything.
But we must promise to remain just as we are. Solid. Like a fortress. No matter whatever happens, we must promise that it will always be the 4 March sisters. Forever!
Forever!
Come, let's rehearse. Mother, dear mother, do not cry.
Not my daughter, you wretch.
You love me or no one!
No one!
For God, the crowd will roar, will make their spirits soar. Our success is guaranteed. Christmas will be thrilling. Yes, Christmas will exceed our finest dreams.
I'm ready to take
When sweet
Christopher Columbus, I'm bursting with energy. Someone give me a task to do.
I want you to bring Father home.
I shall write President Lincoln tonight. Another.
I want you to get Annie Moffat to invite me to her St. Valentine's Day ball.
I'll wring her bloody little neck if she doesn't. Another. Oh, I want you to get us a Christmas tree. Rodrigo will chop one down immediately.
Where?
There. Across the road.
But that's on Mr. Lawrence's property.
You'll go to prison for it. Prison? What care I for prison?
Joe is an incredible human being.
Look, it's Mr. Lawrence. He's standing there at the window glaring out.
He looks sinister.
I think he looks sad.
I wouldn't be sad living in such a house.
Has anyone ever been inside?
He'd never let any of us in.
They say he's a very angry and bitter man. Joe's going to get us all into deathly trouble.
We'll be known as the family with a criminal sister.
What criminal sister?
Marty!
Oh,
What's happening here?
Joe's written an operatic tragedy.
and she's inviting all of Concord to come see us perform it.
And I'm the mother in it.
And I die in it. But it's a beautiful death.
And I play Clarissa, who's very sweet.
It sounds wonderful.
Oh, Marmee, it's Joe's best.
Oh, tell us about your day.
Well, we knitted socks and blankets for the Soldiers' Aid Society, and a letter came from Father.
A letter from Father?
Read it to us, Marmee.
Where's Joe?
She's outside.
Read the letter, Marmee.
We'll wait for Joe.
She may be ours.
I want to hear all the things you did today.
I baked a dozen biscuits, and then I practiced the piano.
Charlotte Fenton teased me mercilessly at school. I was so humiliated.
I hate being a governess, Marmee. I do try, but the children get the best of me.
Rodrigo has returned.
Joe!
Marmee!
Where did you get that tree?
I borrowed it from Mr. Lawrence.
Joe, you didn't.
I took it for us, Marmee.
You'll take it back immediately.
Take it back. That's like bringing back a chicken after you've already chopped off its head. Do let us keep it.
Christmas, Marmee.
No. Destroying someone else's property.
We could give it to the Hummels. They have so little.
Good. The tree goes to the Hummels then. Now, what about Mr. Lawrence?
What about him?
Mr. Lawrence.
Yes, Mr. Lawrence. You.
Me?
You chopped down my prized Douglas fir. I should have you arrested.
No, I'll make it up to you, sir.
With what?
I'll plant 6 more.
12
And I'll chop your firewood for a few days.
weeks. And I should hope that such an incident never happens again. You've ruined my day.
He loves his trees. Oh, I'm Theodore Lawrence III, but everyone calls me Laurie. I've come to live here in Concord. I play the piccolo. I can sleep standing up, and I once won a medal at school for holding my breath nearly 3 minutes before passing out. I think that was terrifically daring of you, chopping down grandfather's tree. Well, goodbye.
Oh, wait. Theodore Lawrence III? Would you mind taking this tree to the Hummels?
Joe!
I wouldn't mind at all.
He doesn't mind.
Just point me in the right direction.
Half a mile down the road, it's the red house with the broken shingles.
Merry Christmas.
Oh, Merry Christmas!
Joe, you must think before you act on every whim.
I just wanted us all to have a wonderful Christmas.
A letter's come from Father?
Christopher Columbus!
You'll read the letter, Marmee.
My dear wife, the war goes on and on. The end seems nowhere in sight. The days are difficult and long, but I am well.
He's well.
Still, it's very lonely away from my dear ones, especially lonely as Christmas is approaching. Each night in my tent, I think of my precious girls.
He thinks of us.
Give them all my love, and give them a sweet kiss. Tell them to be good girls, faithful and hardworking, and to conquer that which is disagreeable in them. So that when I return, I'll be fonder and prouder than ever of my little women. Why are we looking so glum? Do we have an operatic tragedy to perform or not?
We do.
We have work to do. There are costumes to complete, and we'll need an oleo curtain for you to paint.
And will you perform something, Marmee?
Do, Marmee.
I'll write something thrilling for you, with passion and dare.
Yes, I will. We'll make this the best Christmas ever. We March women are invincible. Come, let's get to work.
I'll get my paints.
I'll look for a costume for Marmee.
I'll design the handbill.
I still don't know why we couldn't have kept the tree.
My dear husband, write a letter, be inventive, tell you everything is fine, be attentive to the distance. Send my love with every line. Every word should bring you closer and caress you with its tone. Nothing should remind you that I am here alone. I can't tell you what I'm feeling. I can't talk about the war, how the pealing of the church bells brings the battle to our door. I don't know which part is harder, what I know or what's unknown, or raising little women when I am here alone, counting days, praying for news. Is this the life we meant to choose? Do you know how much I miss you at this hour of the day? How I wish you were the twilight, come to take my fears away. Can I manage for young women? I'm not certain I know how. Will I be there when they need me? Do I fail them even now? I wish that you were with me
Josephine? Josephine, is that you? Josephine,
Good morning, Aunt March.
do you know the hour?
Almost 10, I believe.
Your workday begins with me at 9. You've missed reading to me and still haven't repaired the latch on the cellar door.
I got delayed finding you this beautiful flower.
Don't trifle with me, Josephine. You were dawdling.
I wasn't dawdling, I was writing a story.
You are what happens to a girl when she has no father.
I have a father.
Never here when we need him. And now my nephew has the audacity to be an army chaplain when he can't even support his own family. Josephine, listen to me. You are on the verge of womanhood.
Christopher Columbus.
And just look at you. You go about writing senseless stories, constantly trying to save the world, when you can't even save yourself.
I don't need saving.
There are many pitfalls a girl can fall into. And Josephine, you are headed towards all of them. I want to see you shine. Even if you're not rich, you can at least marry well.
I'll never marry.
You'll marry. All girls marry.
I'm not all girls.
With a good marriage, you can have power. You can set your place in society.
I don't give two figs about society.
Then there is no point in us having this conversation. It is clear to me I could never take you to Europe.
Take me to Europe.
It was an idle thought of mine.
Do you know how important it is for a writer to travel? It's been my dream, Aunt March.
We earn our dreams in this world. It was foolish of me to think you could ever change your ways.
I could try.
You could never bend your will. You could never follow through. You could never bite your tongue, though your tongue may split in two. If you want to live your dreams, these are things you have to do. How could you change? You can't, not you.
I could change if I wanted to.
Could you practice self-control? Could you possibly be shy? Could you wear a corset tight in the heat of mid-July? These are rules you must obey, every one which you defy. You'll never change. You won't, and that's why. Yet somewhere deep within my heart I do believe you could captivate the world. If you could change, there is so much you could achieve. In time you could succeed and travel very far indeed. You could be beguiling,
Charming me.
someone well-mannered, a model of grace. Learn the art of smiling.
That could be hard.
It isn't very hard for someone full of dreams like you. If you work, fine, there's nothing you can't do.
So if I change, we'll go to Paris.
Change completely or don't waste my time.
If I change, we'll stop in Antwerp.
Gracious living will make you sublime.
If I change, you'll take me to Zurich.
Every city from Dublin to Cork.
Or maybe with guidance, I could learn to swim in walls within one. I could be beguiling. I could learn to climb a donkey for a chance to see the world. Learn the art of smiling. I could put it out of my mind and keep my thoughts perfumed and hurt. Yes, I surely think I could.
If you could, that would be good.
There's nothing that I could suffer to see the world. I could do it if I try. I could do it by sheer will.
All you have to do is work to acquire any skill. These are things a girl must do when she has dreams she must fulfill. Change how you walk and how you talk. Change how you think and how you are.
What it takes to travel far.
Could you? Could you? Could you?
Yes, I could.
Just wait till you see them, Marmee.
To think, my 2 oldest girls are attending their first ball. Next year, it'll be you, Beth.
Me? You think so?
Oh, Meg.
I can't go.
Meg, why not?
Look at me. Every girl in Concord my age has been to a ball, and this is the very first time I've even worn a dress like this. Anything like this.
I wore that very same dress to my first ball, and it didn't look half so good on me. Margaret March, you have been dreaming about Annie Moffat's St. Valentine's Day ball for months. You cannot walk away from it now.
I'm not built for gowns.
You look very alluring.
I think the word is alarming, Marmee. Look at Meg. She's the beauty. She'll be the most sought-after girl at the ball.
She doesn't want to go.
Meg?
What will I do when someone asks me to dance?
Just smile and say, I'd be delighted.
Delighted.
Then offer him your hand.
Delighted.
Delighted. Now let him take command.
I'm hardly delighted.
You're dancing like a candle.
No, I cannot dance tonight.
I'd be delighted.
The music is entrancing.
Hypnotic. Sound of men romancing.
Delighted.
Delighted.
And some of them are glancing.
People everywhere.
Elegance to spare.
How can I be sure they'll like me when I'm there?
I can see you dancing all night.
I'd be delighted, delighted,
So glad we were invited.
completely delighted.
I did
Delighted, provided success has been decided. Delighted, 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 delighted.
I'm ready.
Amy, what are you doing?
I'm going to the ball.
You're what?
I found this old dress and it almost fits.
It was mine.
I know. All it needs is a pretty sash. Besides, why shouldn't I go?
Because you weren't invited.
I can go in your place.
Amy.
In my place?
You don't care about good society, and I do.
I don't care about snobs. People who think they're better than you just because they have grander houses.
Well, they do have grander houses.
That's enough, Amy.
But I want elegance and fine things, Marmee.
And I want passion. I want to be noticed because I'm unique, not because of some silly sash.
Sashes aren't silly. Aunt March says that the right accessories could be the key to a girl's success. Besides, I'd never go to a ball with scorch marks on the back of my dress.
What?
As big as yours.
Stop it! Beth, get my sewing basket.
Jo hates balls. She should stay in her musty old attic and write her dreadful little stories.
Amy.
My stories aren't dreadful.
Nobody reads them and nobody likes them.
Girls!
Well, I like them. And I'm sending this one off to a very prominent New York publisher.
And he'll hate it!
That's enough, Amy! There, Joe, it's barely noticeable.
We've got to go.
Yes. And I'll tell everyone how sweet you were to give me your beautiful fan. Good night, Marmee. Beth, if anyone calls for us, we're at the ball.
Good night, everyone.
Girls, have a wonderful evening. Amy, think about what you said, and when Joe comes home, you can apologize. Now come, girls, get ready for bed. Amy!
Coming!
accident, Meg.
Joe!
I swear. Mrs. Parrot kept moving in on me, like a mountain lion. She had this gigantic ear trumpet and she kept shouting at me, "What's that you say, my dear?"
She's deaf.
She got so close I ended up spilling the entire glass of punch on her.
Oh, Joe.
And then Annie Moffat said to me, "Can I be of any help, Sally?" Sally? Who's Sally?
I think it's your dog.
I ought to box her ears.
Joe, don't. We'll take a few minutes, then we'll go back in as if nothing has happened. Our heads held high.
Yes, you're right. As a lady, soon to go abroad and do amazing things, I shall return, poised and elegant, brimming with confidence. I shall sit grandly Christopher Columbus.
Excuse me.
You?
Me?
What are you doing here?
I passed out. Too much dancing, I guess.
Too much punch, I'd say.
Laurie! Laurie! Laurie, where have you been? I have been looking everywhere for you.
Mr. Brooke,
Your
I want you...
grandfather will be furious. He wants you to meet some important people.
I have. These are the March girls I've been telling you about, the ones from across the way. This is Meg, right?
Yes.
And that's Joe. She cuts our firewood on occasion. This is Mr. John Brooke. He's a scholar from Boston.
I'm Laurie's tutor. Come, Laurie.
Sir, you've taken my dance card.
Your dance card? Oh, sorry. Is this yours? So, you're Margaret March.
Yes, I am.
It's a splendid party, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Quite lovely. So, you're from Boston?
Actually, Maine.
I've never been to Maine.
You should go. It's beautiful country. Very primitive.
I like primitive.
Really?
Mr. Brooke is a romantic.
Is that true?
Well, no. I read Keats and Shelley.
So do I.
You read Keats and Shelley?
All the time!
Christopher Columbus.
Would you like to dance, Miss March?
Oh, Meg. We were about to join the ladies in the salon.
I'd be delighted, Mr. Brooke. Excuse us, Joe.
Did you see that? He just... What is with you and that smile?
You make me beam.
Well, you look ridiculous.
You're looking very fetching tonight.
Fetching, really?
So, tell me, when you're not attending balls, what do you do?
I write blood and gut stories. I make extraordinary plans. I'm going to Europe. I'm going to meet famous writers and revolutionaries. So what about you? What do you do? Marmy said you were all alone in the world. No mother or father. That must be awful for you.
It's not awful. I've got a cat, and I've got a cranky old grandfather, and I've got...
What?
Well, I was hoping to say you.
Me? You don't have me.
I know I have no right, but sometimes late at night, I watch you in the attic, pacing back and forth like a maniac. I've never met a girl like you, anyone at all like you. This is very nice. Such a lovely party. The music sounds so thrilling. It makes a person feel like dancing. I'm very good. I won a medal for dancing at school.
I don't dance. Besides, there's a patch on the back of my dress.
Patch, let me see.
No.
Oh, I like it. That patch can start a whole new fashion. You dance with me tonight, and I guarantee by next spring, every girl in Concord will be wearing a patch on her dress. We could do 100 things, do anything we please. We could fly on golden wings across the 7 seas. I'll bet we can get a camel through a needle if you'll take a chance on me.
You are a lunatic.
We could catch 1,000 stars and stand them on a pin. We could leave from here to Mars and make the planet spin. If you want to do all the things you've ever dreamed of, come on, take a chance on me. We could be such friends. Friends are never lonely. All I know is books. Books are solitary, but I see you every day. How you live in your own way, and you make me wanna dare to take a chance on you.
All right. We could box if you like.
You box?
You ready?
I should warn you, I won a medal for boxing at school.
You cheat! We could live a million dreams, but only if we dare. You win! We could go to such extremes. There's so much we could share. We'll circle the world doing all we've ever dreamed of. And we'll live in our own way. And I'll see you every day. We'll be the best of friends. When you take a chance on me. So, what do you say? Try me.
I challenge you to a skating race at the pond tomorrow. Come on.
We'll circle the world, doing all we've ever dreamed of. 'Cause you'll take a chance. Yes, you'll take a chance. Finally take a chance on me.
Marmee, they're home!
Meg!
Excuse me, Mrs. March. John Brooke, Laurie's tutor. We were dancing and the ankle may be sprained. Thank you. Good night.
Good night.
Good night. Can you walk on it?
It's nothing, Marmee.
Tell us about the ball.
Oh, I tried to do all these ladylike things, Marmee, that went unnoticed, except by Mr. Lawrence's grandson. And poor Meg, no one even asked her to dance with that pompous Mr. Brooke.
He danced divinely. I had a wonderful time. Actually, I had the best time of my life. I may have left here a girl, but I came home a woman.
A woman? What is she talking about? Meg!
It's just Meg being silly, Marmee.
Girls, off to bed now. It's been a long day for all of us.
Oh, Beth, darling, look what I brought for you. A truffle.
Thank you, Joe.
Amy?
Good night, Marmee.
I'm sorry for the things I said. Joe?
And for you, Miss March, a petite four, a little squashed, but still edible.
Thank you!
You coming, Joe?
I just want to put some finishing touches on my story, Marmee.
Well, don't be too long, and see that the fire is out.
Amy! Amy! Amy, where are you?
Joe, what's
Amy!
happened?
What is it? Amy, what did you do with my story? Nothing. What did you do? I was working on that story day and night.
I burned it!
You what?
And I'm glad I did!
Oh, I ought to choke you!
No.
Go on! I bare my throat to
Girls,
you!
stop it! Back to bed, now. What's got into you both?
She burned my story.
Amy, what did you do?
She deserved it!
Joe! No, Amy, she did not deserve it. You did an intolerable thing.
Marmee?
You destroyed what meant the world to Joe.
Joe has everything!
What do I have? I wear dresses with patches. I write a story that my sister burned.
You could have given me the invitation!
The invitation was meant for me.
Your time will come, Amy.
No! My time will never come! I'm always forgotten, I'm always last. I'm never invited anywhere, I have nothing special!
That's enough, Amy. Both of you look at me. I cannot demand that you two love one another, but I do demand that you live together with respect.
I hate the way I look! I hate this nightgown!
It was mine.
I want something that's mine! And I'll take back that fan.
Oh!
I'm so sorry.
It's not your fault, though you did give birth to her.
Can't you see she wants to be like you? She wants to have what you have. She's just a child, Joe.
She's not just a child. She's a demon in a child's body.
Joe, if I could bring your story back, I would.
My writing is everything, Marmee. It's who I am. It's my future. It's my passion.
That passion is still in you. Believe me, Joe, it is still there.
I'll never forgive her.
You're not wrong, Joe, to feel anger. But if you build a wall between you and Amy, the one person you may end up hurting is yourself. And I couldn't bear that. Try and get some sleep.
I can't sleep. I won't. I will never fall asleep again. Not for decades, no, not even then. My life was in that story. How could she be so cruel? How can so much be lost so easily? I wrote my heart out, it does not seem fair. I'll rage until I'm withered. I'll grow cold and bitter. Carlotta, the mad woman in the attic. I like this. A creature of gall, a spinster, rejected by the world, changed her appearance. Yes, and she attached golden braids to her hair. How long has it been snowing?
Joe! Joe, come skating with me. The ice is magnificent today. The pond is still frozen enough. Joe, come.
Laurie, I'm finishing a story.
I'll finish it later. Come race me. I want to win one race before the winter's over.
I'll give you a 2-minute head start.
2 minutes?
And still beat you.
Go with them.
Joe doesn't want me.
Go anyway.
She hasn't talked to me in 3 weeks. I drew that picture of her with her beautiful hair, and she just ignored it. Besides, my ice skates don't fit me anymore.
Take mine.
Can I really? Thank you, Beth. One day, I hope I can be sweet like you.
You are sweet.
Watch where you're going.
Sorry, Mr. Lawrence.
That piano sounds terrible.
It needs a tuning, sir.
Where is my grandson, Laurie?
I'm sure he'll be home soon.
The boy's missed 6 lessons, fallen behind in all his work, so I have strictly forbidden him to associate with this family.
Why, sir?
Because a man needs an iron will if he's to succeed in this world, and this family will only soften him. Which one of the dreadful little March girls are you?
I'm Dreadful Beth.
Oh, yes, Laurie said you're the one who wants to play my priceless piano. It is out of the question. That piano belonged to my daughter, Laurie's mother. It's been locked since she passed, and that's how it shall stay. Are you afraid of me?
A little.
Why?
It might have something to do with your face, sir. It's very hard.
Well, I cannot hold my hard face. Continue what you were playing. Oh, come now, I haven't got all day. Are you going to play or not?
If you say, come with me off to Massachusetts, then to Massachusetts we will go. We will buy dishes there, maybe even 2 sets. Buy the finest china, then we'll dine a while on crepe Suzettes.
Well, go on.
We will build model boats off in Massachusetts, there in Massachusetts, by the bay. Put them together and wait until the glue sets.
Well, what's the matter now?
I don't remember the rest, sir.
And while we wait, we'll poke off all the folk along the parapets.
Off
To Massachusetts.
Yes, we're off.
Yes, we're off to where
The shops are sweet. We will play minuets off in Massachusetts, Boston, Massachusetts, Beacon Street.
If you say,
Off to Massachusetts, then to Massachusetts we will go. We will buy dishes there. Buy the finest china, then we'll dine a while on grape Suzettes. Off to Massachusetts, yes, we're off to where the shops are sweet. We will have no regrets off in Massachusetts.
Boston, Massachusetts, we.
Boston, Massachusetts, we. Boston, Massachusetts, we repeat.
Oh, well, goodbye.
Goodbye, sir.
Come visit me tomorrow. I'll find the key to that old piano and we can see if there's some music left in it. Will you come?
Yes.
And when you see Laurie, tell him I wish to see him at once.
Meg! Meg!
What is it, Beth?
Mr. Lawrence was here. He invited me to come to his house and play his piano.
Oh, Beth.
He's really not as horrible as we had imagined.
Oh, Meg, Beth!
Amy.
What's happened?
She was skating by the bridge and the ice gave way. I got to her just in time.
She's careless, she's rash.
She just wanted to be with you. Here.
I was skating so beautifully.
You don't think. You know you're not supposed to skate by the bridge. Everyone knows the ice by the bridge is dangerous.
But you didn't want me skating near you. I love your stories, Joe. I tried to write one to make up for what I did, but I couldn't think of anything to say. So I drew that picture of you with your beautiful hair,
And my big mouth.
and you just ignored it.
You skate recklessly. And if it wasn't for Laurie, you could have been killed.
Maybe it would have been better if I had.
Well, you must never talk like that. When you fell through the ice, the only thing I could think was, I could have lost you.
Then go on, Joe. Forgive her.
See how much she's changed?
See her sweet
She
side.
deserves another chance.
And everybody stop it! I was devastated when you burned my story. I didn't understand how you could do such a thing. Promise me, promise you'll never think of me as an enemy, but a sister who loves you.
I promise, Joe.
The March Sisters forever. Forever.
Forever!
Laurie, who saved Amy and made this day possible. I want to declare before everyone, before the world, that on this day of forgiveness and joy, that you, Theodore Lawrence III, who has valiantly lost all contests to me, I declare you our brother, the brother we never had. Swear to us your greatest oath of loyalty, an oath as dazzling as your charm.
I swear I'll follow you like royalty.
And wear our royal coat of arms. From now on we are joined, and we shall not be parted. From this day on it's all for one, and
We'll live like musketeers.
Together we'll prevail.
We'll be fine for all forever from now on.
Now each of us must swear for all eternity. Our bond shall never be undone.
Nothing shall sever this fraternity. We'll always live and die as one. From now on we are joined, and we shall not be parted. And one for all for life. Together we will fight.
Your battles will be mine.
We'll be fine for all forever from now on. Sweet.
On this wonderful day,
Wonderful.
one I'll never forget.
Never forget.
I am honored to say I am
From this day on we swear that we shall not be parted. From this day on, no matter what, we're fine for all for life. We'll conquer every foe. Our brother by our side.
And if John Brooke were here, he'd be our brother too.
Meg's in love.
We'll consider any friend.
We'll be loyal to the end.
We'll be fine for all forever.
We'll be five for all forever.
We'll be fine for all forever from now on. And on. And on. From now on.
Mrs. March, we must be getting to the station.
Amy, darling, are you ready? Amy on March will be here soon.
You don't want to miss your train.
I'll need a few more minutes. I'm waiting for Joe. Tell me I'm doing the right thing.
You're doing the right thing.
I've never left my girls before, and
Your husband has pneumonia. He needs you with him in Washington.
I feel like I'm being torn in two. One part of me here, the other part...
Looking on the girls every day.
Thank you, Mr. Lawrence.
Of course. I'll just take this to the carriage.
I fixed you a basket of food. Morning, sir.
Oh, good morning, Beth.
Thank you, Beth.
Amy's almost ready. She's packing up half the house.
Where is Joe? I sent her to Aunt March's hours ago. She should have been back by now.
I'll go find her.
Here's the shawl Father loves so much.
Marmee, please don't make me stay at Aunt March's house. It scares me. Everything's so old in it. Oh, I drew this picture of you with apple blossoms in your hair. The goddess of spring. It's for Father. Is he going to die?
No, Amy. I'll see to it that he recovers. Go get the rest of your things.
Marmee, I'm sorry I'm so late, but I did get the money.
Thank you, Joe. I know how difficult it is for you to ask Aunt March.
Oh, I didn't ask her. I couldn't. So I went to the town common and stood there all morning trying to sell my stories. And when that failed, I sold my hair.
Joe!
Oh my.
You're bald.
I'm not bald.
Your hair was your best feature.
She looks beautiful.
Now Marmee will have enough money to get to Washington and stay there as long as Father needs her. Here, $27.25. I threw in a few coins I had stashed away.
You shouldn't have done this, Joe. I am so
Disappointed?
proud. It was a very courageous thing to do. Thank you, Joe.
The carriage is ready, Miss March. Joe, you look different.
Mrs. March, we really must hurry if we want to make it to the train.
Next summer, I guarantee every girl in Concord will be wearing her hair.
Come, let me hold my girls.
We've never been parted before. I feel awful.
Amy.
I'll look after everything, Marmee. Don't worry.
My dear Margaret, make certain your husband recovers.
Yes, Aunt March, thank you for taking Amy. Amy, tell Aunt March how excited you are.
I'm so excited about staying with you while Marmie's in Washington.
Naturally.
No glum faces and no tears. I'll be back as soon as possible. How did you all grow up so fast? Goodbye, Aunt March.
Oh, and you'll tell Father how much I miss him and love him.
Josephine, what have you done?
I sold my hair so Marmee could have a safe journey to Washington.
You did what? I told you if you need money, come to me.
Well, I was hoping to earn my own money.
Cutting one's hair and selling it like a beggar is not an option for a lady. You look like a shorn sheep. Have you forgotten our contract?
Oh, I never forget it. Traveling, seeing Europe, Paris, London.
You don't live up to your part of the bargain. Why should I live up to mine?
Well, I've tried to live up to my part of the bargain. I read books on etiquette. I improved my manners. I practiced dancing with Meg. I went to a ball. I've held my tongue in several situations when I wanted to scream out. There's a fire in me, Aunt March.
Well, let's just see how far this fire takes you in life. See what doors this fire opens for you. See what society thinks of your fire.
To hell with society.
Josephine.
We don't live for society. We live for what we have inside us. We live to expand our minds, fulfill our dreams, engage in passionate exchange.
That's enough! You think you know everything, and you know nothing. As for Europe, you can forget it. Europe is meant for someone with a little more understanding of its rewards.
Aunt March, please.
The subject is closed.
The subject is not closed. And if it is, I open it up again. I'll go to Europe. I will. I'll go to Europe if I have to swim there. Hello, John.
I like your haircut, Joe.
And my hair will grow back.
And who is this man?
He's Laurie's tutor and a friend.
Well, tell your friend his visit should be brief. Amy, collect your things. I'll be waiting in the carriage. I have plans for you.
Yes, ma'am.
John, what have you done?
I've enlisted. I couldn't stand by any longer. Your own father is in the Army hospital in Washington. I have friends who will never return.
When do you leave?
Tonight. Meg. Margaret. I'm not a rich man, and I'm not particularly handsome.
You're very handsome, John.
Really? You think so? I'm not the wisest man in the world.
You're very wise.
Thank you. Meg, Margaret, if you could find it in your heart, if you could love me as I love you, if only you'd care while we are apart, then I would be rich, I would be wise, I would be more than I am.
Wait for your return. Wait while you're at war.
If you will wait while I am gone, if you'll imagine me here with you, if only you'd care if I carry on, then I could be strong.
Why must you go?
I would be brave.
Don't be too brave.
I would be more.
Only come home.
More than I am. If you say you love me enough to marry me, I will come home and love you.
Swear you'll
for
come
all of my life. And I would be more than I am. Say yes, make me more than I am.
I'll marry you tomorrow. I'll marry you today.
my heart, I swear I will love you as you love me. From this moment on, though we'll be apart,
I will be more.
I would be more
Than I am.
more than I am. With you, I am more than I am. I'll write you every day, twice a day, 5 times a day.
It's settled. What? We'll all go to Europe. Why shouldn't we go? Here we are, young women on our own. It's time we looked ahead. We'll save our pennies. I'll get a real job.
Joe.
I've worked out the itinerary. We'll go to Spain first, Madrid, then to Rome, visit the Vatican, have an audience with the Pope. It's a wonderful idea, isn't it?
Joe, I'm engaged. John proposed and I accepted.
Meg! Meg, that's so romantic! Engaged, Meg's engaged. Have a big wedding. Aunt March says they're very fashionable.
Amy, Aunt March is waiting for you.
Goodbye, everyone.
What about our promise to remain together?
We made that a long time ago. I've changed, Joe. You've changed.
I haven't changed. I would never make a promise one day and break it another. Our word is everything, Meg.
I love him.
So you love him? I'm talking about us. We're all alone now. The future of our family is at stake.
Joe.
You can't turn your back on us.
I'm not turning my back on you.
I told you, I'm going to become a famous writer.
I know.
And I'll give you everything you've ever dreamed of.
But if she loves him,
I do. With all my heart and soul.
I've lost Meg.
haven't lost Meg.
I've lost my trip to Europe.
You'll find your way there someday, Joe. I know you will. You can do anything. You can make the clouds disappear.
It's you who makes the clouds disappear.
Come, walk with me and tell me all about your adventures today.
Well, I sold my hair.
Yes.
And before that, I walked to the common, and when no one paid attention to me, I cried out, "Joe March is here!" And then I recited my story. Carlotta, the mad woman in the attic, a creature of gall, a spinster, rejected by the world, hungry for blood.
Carlotta, the mad woman in the attic, a creature of gall, a spinster rejected by the world, hungry for blood, rose from the dark. Joe March! Her eyes beady red, her hair ghastly white. Joe, it's your best friend, Theodore Lawrence III. Her fingers clutched with rage as she went out into the wretched night.
Laurie, Christopher Columbus, it's so good to see you. You've not been here in weeks.
I was in Boston. I have dreadful news.
What news?
With the war ended, grandfather's insisted I get on with my life. He enrolled me in school.
What?
I'm going off to college in time for the summer session.
Well, that's wonderful news.
What's wonderful about it? Leaving the best friend I ever had?
I can't imagine life in Concord without you, not seeing your silly grin every day.
I don't want to go.
But you've got to. This is an incredible opportunity. College? I'd go in a minute. I'd study everything.
What do you need of schools? You're going to be a famous writer.
Famous?
I need to tell you something.
Tell me something.
Ever since that first day I saw you, do you remember that day?
Of course.
The day you chopped down grandfather's cherished tree. I knew then that you and I would be magnificent together.
We are magnificent together.
We could live a million dreams, but only if we dare. We could go to such extremes. There's so much much we could share. My sweet Joe, for weeks now, months even, this whole year actually, I've wanted to.
What was that?
A kiss.
I know it was a kiss.
It was my first kiss. I've thought about it a long time.
What's gotten into you?
Look, here, I took part of my inheritance and I bought you this ring.
A ring? What are you talking about?
I want to marry you.
Marry me? Stop this, Laurie. It's not funny.
I practiced saying the words over and over. Marry me! Marry me!
Have you gone mad?
I love you, Joe. And I want you to be my wife.
No. No, find someone else. Find some accomplished girl.
I don't want an accomplished girl. I want you.
Well, you can't have me.
They say you'll think about it.
There's nothing to think about. I'll never marry.
You don't mean that.
I do mean it.
You'll marry.
I won't.
You will. Just not me. That's what you're really saying. You'll find someone.
I thought you understood me. Go away, Laurie.
You knew all along how I felt. Everybody knew.
You knew all along who I am. What I want. I bared my soul to you, Laurie. Please, just go away.
Joe.
Please, just go. Who is he with his marry me, with his ring and his marry me, the nerve, the gall. This is not what was meant to be. How could he ruin it all with those two words? I thought I knew him, thought that he knew me. When did the change? What did I miss? A kiss, when I thought all along that we were meant to forge frontiers. How could I be so wrong? And I need my sisters here. If I can't share my dreams, what were they for? I thought our promise meant that we would never change and never part. I thought together we'd amaze the world. How can I live my dreams or even start when everything has come apart? I thought home was all I'd ever want. My attic, all I'd ever need. Now nothing feels the way it was before, and I don't know how to proceed. I only know I'm meant for something more. I've got to know if I can be astonishing. There's a life that I am meant to lead, a life like nothing I have known. I can feel it, and it's far from here. I've got to find it on my own. Even though I feel its heat upon my skin, a life of passion that pulls me from within, a life that I am making to begin. There must be somewhere I can be astonishing. I'll find my way. I'll find it far away. I'll find it in the unexpected and unknown. I'll find my life in my own way. Today, here I go, and there's no turning back. My great adventure has begun. I may be small, but I've got giant plans to shine as brightly as the sun. I will blaze until I find my time and place. I will be fearless, surrendering modesty and grace.